And here we have another kind of looking back, oh, I wish I did something differently moment. And specifically from this side, from this shot, the front part of the turret where you have those cheeks facing forward, I think it would be cool to, in the final version, to have a blend between what's happening here and the final version. I feel like in the final version is good, but it's not maybe as dynamic because it's slanted like all the way down. Whereas here it's a 50-50 split. So I think having it kind of like go down 75% and then slant backwards for the rest of 25% would be cool. But that's another one of those things that can be done maybe in a future vehicle. What I'm doing now that with a lot of stuff is blocked out again, slightly more refined. The truck feels good. Everything seems fine or seemed fine when I was working on it. And now it's the time to organize the file a little bit. There are many ways to do that. My way is in Blender. I like to use the object mode, and I kind of like categorize everything into basically folders. So like right now you can see the front part is green, the back part is orange. So everything that's green in my layer stack, it's in one group, not group, one folder or collection. In Blender is a collection. So it's all in one collection. The orange part is in another collection. And then I think I recolored the collections to correspond with the color in the viewport. I think maybe I didn't. I don't know. I color coding to me is key. I'm a very visual person. I don't like reading. I don't navigate by reading. I navigate by colors. It's a lot faster, and it's very easy for me to separate parts when I work on them. So this is another mental trick I use to simplify how I see the design, because once you see the design through, let's say, through the shaded view or like material separation, or God forbid you use the where every single part is a different color. I don't understand why people use that, but if you're happy to use that, carry on. I don't like it. This really helps me to simplify the design. I'm kind of like color coded to big masses, so when I carry on working on it, I can be like, okay, I'm working on the green part, and or like on the blue part, which is the headlights, and I can just focus on that. So it groups them in the viewport and it groups them in my brain. Does it make sense? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you. It makes tons of sense to me. So generally at this point, when I'm happy with the blockout, where I'm happy with everything, I will organize my file and I try and keep it clean so I can hide big chunks of the design. And if I need to go more granular, if within, let's say within the front part, within the green part, there is something else that's specific to it that needs to have its own group, I will make so. And if it's again, if it's a symmetrical design, as much as possible will be the instance collections. So everything that's in white, all the white uncolored part, that's an instance collection. So it makes my life much easier. I only have to work on one side. What should you do? Why am I telling you that? You should organize your scenes, especially if you're sending it to someone. Don't send people, you know, a blend file with, you open it and everything is an individual object, because in the production you might slow down their work, or and you most likely, if you're not organizing your scene, you're not maximizing your speed. I guarantee you that. Like, there's no benefit to having an unorganized scene when you're working on the design like this. You just kind of have to organize it because it will make your life a lot easier. Because right now, you can see the turret has like its own big color, and I can just collection instance that turret And let's say if I need to test the rotation, instead of rotating all the individual parts, I'll just rotate the collection instance like you can see me do here. Like it's much faster than rotating everything that's paired to an empty or something. It organize your scene. Everything needs to be organized. It's gonna make your life better.